Welcome back to The Paper Pursuer. Today's first video for show notes 1191. For each video today, I'm going to be doing two articles since they are kind of average in length. So the first one is from the Washington Examiner titled Trump Puts Pence in Charge of Coronavirus Response by Kimberly Leonard, February 26, 2020. President Trump put Vice President Mike Pence in charge of coordinating efforts to address the new strain of coronavirus, seeking to reassure the nation as cases of the disease mounted worldwide and U.S. stock markets suffered major losses. He has got a certain talent for this, Trump said of Pence during a press briefing Wednesday. I'm bringing together all the members of the coronavirus task force that you have established. My role will be to bring that team together, Pence told the president. Trump reportedly had been considering bringing in someone from outside the administration to serve as a coronavirus czar. He clarified at Wednesday's press conference that the vice president isn't a czar, but that officials would be reporting to him. Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar had said earlier in the day that he didn't expect any leadership changes. Appearing alongside Trump at the event, Azar said that he remained the head of the administration's coronavirus task force and that he couldn't be more delighted that the president selected Pence to lead the overall government response. Azar said Pence have known each other for a long time. Trump announced the decision to appoint Pence shortly after he returned from a state visit to India and following a slew of criticism from Democrats and even some Republicans, who said that an outside official should be tapped to coordinate the different work underway. Lawmakers cited as an example the Obama administration's response to Ebola when the president appointed Ronald Klain, a Democratic strategist, to the role of Ebola czar. House Democrats spent much of Wednesday tearing into Azar during two back-to-back committee hearings, saying officials weren't adequately prepared to fight the virus and that the administration should be asking for more than the $2.5 billion the White House requested to fight the virus. They also pressed Azar to provide documentation showing where all of the funding would go. During the Democratic presidential debate Tuesday night, the candidates slammed Trump for his actions, saying they would go much farther if elected, and Senator Amy Klobuchar said she would speak directly to the nation. Trump stated during the press conference that he would be willing to sign a bill allowing for more funding, and Azar said the same throughout committee hearings on Wednesday, clarifying that $2.5 billion request was a minimum request. Azar said the money would help to support states in tracing and testing people who might be sick, that would go toward developing a vaccine and toward stockpiling protective masks. We'll take it, Trump said of the possibility of Congress allocating more funding for coronavirus research. If they want to do more, we'll do more, he added, noting that Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said the White House should be requesting $8.5 billion. Earlier in the day, Democrats said the president caused confusion by some of the statements he made to reporters. For instance, he said a vaccine would come soon, but officials said the development would take between a year and a half, not counting the amount of time it would take to manufacture millions of doses people could use. Trump also said that the virus would go away in April, once the temperature heats up. While officials said that was true of other viruses, they stressed it would be hard to predict when the new strain would go away. Azar in committee hearings defended the president against attacks, saying the president's role was critical in keeping the public calm in this situation. Only 15 people have been infected with the coronavirus in the United States, and officials have said that the risk to most people remains low. But after the virus started to spread in other countries, it became more clear that it would be difficult to stop. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has warned that the virus will spread in the U.S. and could cause massive disruption. Trump, for his part, tried to temper fears during his press conference. The risk to the American people remains very low, he said. We have the greatest experts really in the world right here. We are ready to adapt, and we are ready to do whatever we have to as the disease spreads, if it spreads. It's tough when they do the quotes and they're kind of all over the place. Anyway, apparently I have my mind on other things. I keep trying to put other words in. Sorry about that, guys. So that's the end of that article. I'm going to move over to the next one. Staying on the, moving over to the National Review. This one's titled, Court Rules Trump Admin Can Withhold Federal Grants to New York City, 7 States Over Sanctuary Policies, by Zachary Evans, February 26, 2020. A federal court on Wednesday ruled that the Trump administration could withhold grants to New York City as well as 7 states due to their refusal to cooperate with the federal immigration enforcement efforts. The Second Circuit Court of Appeals in Manhattan ruled that the federal government could withhold funds from New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, Washington, Massachusetts, Virginia, and Rhode Island over the state's sanctuary laws. The states currently contain a number of cities, including New York City, with laws preventing local authorities from notifying immigration and customs enforcement when an illegal immigrant is about to be released from jail. These 7 states and New York City sued the Trump administration in 2017 after federal immigration authorities demanded access in jails and the creation of a system to notify agents of the impending release of an illegal immigrant. The Second Circuit Court's decision reverses lower court rulings in favor of the states. So-called sanctuary policies make all of us less safe because they intentionally undermine our laws and protect illegal aliens who have committed crimes, then Attorney General Jeff Sessions said in 2017 when the suit was filed. Earlier this month, a current Attorney General, William Barr, announced the Justice Department would initiate a series of lawsuits against localities with sanctuary laws. Let us state the reality up front and as clearly as possible, Barr said at an event in Washington, D.C. When we are talking about sanctuary cities, we are talking about policies that are designed to allow criminal aliens to escape. These policies are not about people who came to our country illegally, but have otherwise been peaceful and productive members of society. Their express purpose is to shelter aliens whom local law enforcement has already arrested for other crimes. This is neither lawful nor sensible. All right, where's Maryland in that? Good grief, PG County and Montgomery counties. What a freaking mess. All right, that's the end of that one, and I'm going to move over to a couple more articles on the next video.